All right, how we all doing today? Let's get some engagement in the chat. How are we doing today? On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you doing today? Type it in the chat box for me, please. 8. We got an 8. Can anybody top? Oh man, we got a 10. Oh man, you gotta try harder. Try hard. 15. 15. Can anybody top that 15? No 15s. Oh man. 10s. We got a lot of 10s. Hey Janice. Hi. It's been a while since we've seen you. Let's see what else. What else we got going? So we have 29 people in the class, right? Here's what I'm going to do. I always like to encourage engagement in these classes, right? These sessions. So what we're going to do is we got two presentations for you. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how our class and how our structure works. Then I'm going to hand it over to our guest speaker. And today you're going to learn about how you can use short form video content to grow your business and attract leads. So if you are ready to proceed, do me a favor. We have 30 people. I need at least 16 yeses. Type yes if you are ready to proceed. Yes. Hey, Tatiana, you're one of my favorite people. I love you. I love your energy. I love your spirit. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm about to share my screen, and as always, I need engagement. So if you can see my screen, it's going to be the biggest screen. It's going to be the screen up front. And on that screen, you should see Social Media Mastermind. Type yes in the chat if you can see that screen and you're ready to proceed. Need at least 50% engagement. I don't see 50%. I don't see. There we go. There we go. Let's do it. All right. So here's how this works. Welcome to the Social Media Mastermind. I'm here with my lovely co-host Beth Ellen. Beth Ellen, please introduce yourself.
I am Beth Ellen Rosenthal, and I am Jerome's senior partner as a baby boomer. Jerome pushed me into video. I agree with Lillian. Short form shorts are the way to go, and I learned how to I look forward to learning how to do them better with her. Back to you, Jerome.
Thank you, Beth Ellen. So this is our Social Media Mastermind. We have this class every Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We do not miss a Thursday. We do not miss it. This is one of my favorite days of the week, and this is one of my favorite hours of the week. Again, we have this class every Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time here, eXp World Productivity Center. Every Thursday. All right, so who is this guy? Who am I? My name is Jerome Lewis. I specialize in digital marketing in the real estate industry. I'm in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, and one of the things you'll know about me is I'm a serious and silly millennial. So that's one of the ways that I like to introduce myself. I like to be transparent, and I like to explore and let people know what my personality and what my delivery is. I'm a technologist, so that means like there's a lot of technology out there. You know, it's 2021 and technology is moving fast. That means I love technology, and one of the benefits for you is I like to take this technology that seems so complicated and I like to break it down into simple steps for you. Now, I always like to bring this up because people don't believe it, but I am an introvert. So I also mentioned this to let anybody know that identifies with being an introvert, that you can have success being an introvert. And this is one of the big reasons why I like videos, because you can make a video one time and that video will have the conversations for you in a way, right? Here's my story. We talk about the behavioral assessment, a lot here in EXP, and just so you know, this is my delivery style. This is my teaching style. I'm a high D and I'm a high C. What that means is when you combine those two, according to this, you get an implementer. So my teaching style, my delivery style is I am an implementer. I help you implement. I help you get stuff done. I am very results oriented and driven, and I'm also very detailed.
Jerome, they're
Next.
saying they can barely hear you.
What's that?
Saying they can barely hear you for some reason.
Oh man. How is it now?
Fine.
You hear me fine?
Just fine, Jerome.
Okay.
I think whoever's having issues hearing needs to go in and reinitialize your audio or leave the room and come back in.
Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Beth Ellen. Thank you all. I appreciate you. So to proceed, to continue, I am a real estate investor. I'm in the Philadelphia area, and you know by now that I'm a real estate instructor. If you want to learn more about me, you can visit JeromeLewis.com. This is our social media mastermind schedule. We have a rotating schedule, and typically it works like this. Sometimes we switch it up. So today, for example, we're switching it up. We're not going to do Facebook. We're going to do short form video content. But normally, this is how the calendar and the schedule works. Normally, the first week is about Facebook marketing, and it's usually me that teaches about that. The second week is about Instagram. Third week is we got Google listings. We got a Google listings expert. Fourth week is YouTube video. Joy, please mute your device. Thank you, please. And the fifth week, we normally do an open questions and answer session. So last week was the fifth week, and I believe we did intro to easy video marketing. I taught that. But this is our rotating schedule. What you want to do is you want to screenshot this so you understand and have a perception of what we do here in the social media mastermind. These are some tips for you to get the most out of this training. First, I want to thank EXP. This training is brought to you by EXP. Tip number one, right? First tip. As I suggested before, what you want to do is you want to take as many screenshots as you can. Take notes, so take screenshots. Links and resources. This is not really relevant to you, but oftentimes we'll have links and resources, and you see this on the screen. That's how you get access to those things. If you've been in the classes before, you understand that. That's not really relevant to you now. Here are some more tips. This is being recorded. And it's being recorded in we have a new Facebook group. I'll tell you how you can get access to that in a little bit. So if we speak too fast or we're moving a little bit too fast, guess what? You can go and you can watch the recording and you can learn what you need to learn using a video. What I want to encourage is as stated, I encourage you to be engaged and be involved. That's the best way that you learn is you involve yourself and you be engaged. So engage, talk with your peers, talk with the instructors, engage and participate. That's the best way that you learn and implement these things into your business. I have a YouTube channel and I already told you about the Facebook group. I'll share links to those in a minute. And these are just some of the benefits that you get when you join our community. We got that new Facebook community. So you get to mastermind with others. We're going to share free training, free resources, and that's that. Let's see. All right. So this is I like to ask this question. I know some of you have heard me ask this question before, but I'm going to ask it again because I always like to set the proper mindset around lead generation, right? And as always, we need at least 50% engagement before we proceed. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you a question, right? And that question is, who here got married on a first date? So we got 38 people. I need at least 19 responses. Tell me who here got married on a first date? Yes or no? Okay, I love to see the no's. Sometimes you might get a knucklehead that might want to say yes, but for the most part, we all know that we're not getting married on the first date. Now, my second question is, who here is willing to get married on the first date? Type yes if you are, type no if you are not. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So the reason why I like to ask that question is because I want us as business professionals to understand that lead generation is a process. It's a relationship. You have to build a relationship and you need to warm people up in order to do business with them. So a lot of times we go out, we do our marketing and say, hey, it's not working. Well, you need to build relationships. So consider and think about your lead generation, your marketing. Think about it the same way as a relationship. Nobody's willing to get married on the first date. So think about your leads the same way. This is the largest financial transaction of people's lives. So you got to warm them up. You got to nurture them. That's just part of the business. That being said, we are just about ready to proceed. Let's see who's... do me a favor. Type in the chat if you are ready to proceed. I need at least 50% engagement. I need a bunch of yeses. Type yes so we can proceed. I'm going to introduce our speaker. Excellent. I'm excited because short form video content, this is actually one of the best ways to get out there. A lot of us don't know what to say or what to do in our video content, and our speaker Lillian, she's going to tell us some of the things that we can do to actually get out there creating that content, right? And you start with the short form video content, and then you graduate into longer content. But one of the key issues that we have as business professionals, like implementing the video marketing into our business, is we don't know what to say because we're thinking about too much. Well, we're going to figure out some stuff today, and we're going to figure out how to use short form video content and help us eclipse those issues that we're having. So today you're going to learn how to get more leads and sales with short form video content. We have an amazing speaker, Lillian Chuckweezy. Lillian, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for the intro, Jerome.
You're welcome. I'm excited to have you here. The floor is yours.
Thank you, thank you. Can you hear me clearly? Everything
Yes, we hear you.
good? Cool. I got a mic in just like you.
Perfect.
Okay. So, welcome everybody. My name is Lillian. Thank you for all coming today. And like Jerome said, today I'm just going to talk about, using short form video content to attract more clients. This has pretty much been the bulk of my marketing, pretty much since I joined XP. So I'm just going to tell you guys some of the things that I do, and hopefully it can help you along the way as well. So I'll get right into it. So, as you guys probably may know,
Lillian, let's get everybody. You're sharing a presentation, so let's get their focus on the screen. Everyone, okay. Lillian has a presentation up. Her screen is yellow. Face her screen and type yes in the chat when you are ready.
Yeah, it's web screen number 1.
Okay, perfect. All right, Lillian, it's yours. Take it away.
Okay, cool. All right, so like I was saying, I'm sure most of you guys know that, pretty much every social media platform out there has now incorporated some sort of short form videos. TikTok is pretty much the king, I would say. They have the crown when it comes to short form videos, because that's all their platform is. Instagram now has Instagram Reels. YouTube now has YouTube Shorts, and Facebook. Jerome actually just informed me that they now have Reels as well. So all social media platforms are really pushing short form videos. So this is why I think it's really important that everybody start implementing them. And like Jerome was saying earlier, it's a little bit easier, because it's just a couple seconds to a minute maybe long video that you can just throw right up on your socials. Paying attention. So right now I'm going to dive into YouTube Shorts. So what are YouTube Shorts? Basically, it's the section just for the short form video content for YouTube. So everybody knows YouTube is typically made for long form content, but they're really pushing the short form content as well. And it's similar, like I said, similar to Instagram Reels, where it appears right in your timeline as you're scrolling. So I'm going to show you guys a hack later on. So like you'll actually get more engagement on your YouTube Shorts. I'll show you that later. But you can watch the Reels you can watch the YouTube Shorts right from your phone and desktop like any other video. And there's actually a difference between YouTube Shorts and YouTube Stories. So YouTube Stories are only for people that have 10,000 subscribers, but everybody who's on the YouTube platform actually has access to YouTube Shorts. So anybody who's on YouTube can create shorts. So shorts are typically 5 seconds to 59 seconds long, and they automatically loop just like on all the other platforms. If you don't stop it, it'll keep going, and that's how you pretty much get stuck in the loop of just watching all these different videos. Quick tip: if you are looking to make a YouTube short, you want to keep your videos at the max 58 to 59 seconds. Because YouTube tends to add 1 or 2 seconds onto the video. I don't know what it's for, maybe like processing or whatever, but it just does. And then it ends up making your video 61 seconds long, which then does not qualify to be as a short. And it just messes up, like it'll change everything up in the algorithm. So you definitely want to make sure your video is no longer than 58 seconds. Yes, TikTok did just pass 1 billion users. So YouTube Shorts. So why YouTube Shorts? So they actually have 6.5, and this is recent, 6.5 billion views per day on just YouTube Shorts, which is kind of crazy. So, and it's still pretty new to YouTube. So like I was saying, YouTube and all the other platforms are really, really pushing short form content, because a lot of people are viewing this content on a daily basis, like in between everything that they're doing, traveling, in between work, in between meetings, using it for downtime. I even find myself using it for downtime sometimes. I'll just go on TikTok and watch some funny videos, in between breaks or whatever. So they know that people are using or watching short form videos pretty much whenever they have some time to just scroll on their phone. So it's an easy and quick way for people to relax or learn something. So a lot of people are just watching these videos at all times of the day. Now, when it comes to Another feature with YouTube Shorts is that you can actually monetize. I'm not going to talk too much about this because that's not really the point, but you can actually monetize this from this. You know, if you're continuously creating, you know, YouTube Shorts to attract buyers and sellers and everything like that, at some point you may find out that you can actually make money from it, and that'll just kind of be like an added bonus. So I just kind of threw this in here. It really depends how people watch your video, you know, if you're going to be monetized or not. So typically on YouTube Shorts, it's such a short time frame, obviously, because it's only a couple seconds to a minute, that they don't put ads on there yet. But, you know, if they watch your video, if they watch your shorts on your regular timeline, you know, with all the other long videos, they actually put ads on those videos and you will get paid for that. But that's a little bit more in detail. But if you notice, even on Instagram, if you click on somebody's, I don't know if it's on Reels yet, but I know on Instagram Live, they're now including ads. So there's a lot of ads being, you know, put into play and, you know, ways for you to monetize. But basically, short form videos and YouTube Shorts in particular can really help you grow fast in a short amount of time. And because it's so viral right now, you're able to get a lot of views on just one video. And I'm going to show you guys some examples really soon. So, okay, we're actually here now. So I'm going to try to pull up, Jerome, this is where I actually wanted to share my desktop. So let me know if you can see. I wanted to show my results that I've gotten.
I don't think we're going to be able to see your screen, but do you have links? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine.
Do you have links that you can share?
I do, but that's not going to show my YouTube analytics, but I'll just tell you guys just so you could kind of, so you can see it that way. Let me just pull back up the so, let me pull this back up. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, I'm still sharing my screen. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you guys since I can't really show you, but basically most of my traffic has come from YouTube Shorts. So I'm just going to tell you since I can't show you. I was telling Jerome actually that 33% of my viewers, not 33, 31% of my viewers of my whole YouTube channel has come from YouTube Shorts. And 28% has actually come from my from YouTube search, like actually people searching for the types of videos that I'm putting out there. So most of my viewers have come from YouTube Shorts, which is really, really crazy because I only started implementing YouTube Shorts just a few months back. So I do want to see if I can pull up, let me get a link to some of the shorts that I've put up. So this one that I'm going to show you guys right now, this is, and guys, my shorts are really like, they're like really corny, but they get views. So this one short that I just put up a couple weeks ago got 1,500 views. And it's really, really basic. And I just want to show you guys some examples so you could kind of get an idea.
Like, what is the reason? It's just the vibe. I'm that guy. She put her legs in the sky whenever I.
Copy. So this is a.
Like, what is the reason? It's just the vibe. I'm that guy. She put her legs in the.
I don't know if you guys can really see it. It was kind of.
We see it.
But I just.
We see it.
Okay.
Sky
Yes.
whenever I.
So yeah, it was just a basic video of.
Like, what is the reason? It's just the vibe. I'm that guy. She put her legs in the sky.
But it's just a little video that said what other realtors when other realtors ask how I use social media to get clients, and it was just the song that was trending at the time that I used as the background, and I just pointed to me as, you know, I'm just the lyrics were I'm just that guy, but obviously I'm a girl. But since it was a trendy song, I just used it and just made a very casual video, and that is actually one of my higher performing videos. So as you guys can see, it's a really, really easy thing to do. I'll show you another example really quick so you can kind of get a better idea.
8 seconds. That's really short. If you can't make an 8-second video, oh my goodness.
So this is another one.
This video is on YouTube. We're talking about
this
YouTube
video-
Shorts.
Yes. This is another one. And this is this video is so dumb.
I put this
I
soda
think
up.
this is the highest.
I put
think
this
is the
soda up,
highest,
and I drop 'em,
performing- Oh no,
'cause
it's
I don't
like
care.
1100.
I don't care. I put this soda up. I put this soda up, and I drop them, because I don't care. I don't care. I put this soda
I'm
up.
trying to minimize the chat.
I put
so
this
I can-
soda up, and I
Yeah,
drop them,
control
because I don't care.
They don't see
I don't
you. You
care.
don't see anything.
I put this soda up.
I see
I put
it.
this soda
I
up.
think most
and I
people see it.
drop 'em,
Whoever can't
'cause I
see
don't
it, what
care.
you should do is refresh your
don't
screen or try to
I
reboot.
put this soda up. I put this soda up, and I
So
drop
let
them.
me just go back so
'cause I
you see
don't
the.
care. I don't
So we
care.
see it. We can move on.
I'm trying to like pause it so you guys can see like the captions. Just something basic. Like
Okay.
when listing agents get mad at my lowball offers for my buyers on their overpriced listings. So like you can understand like it's relative to real estate, so other agents understand what I'm saying. And I just do it to something trendy that's going on right now. So that's kind of I guess a good idea. I had a couple more examples, but it's kind of choppy, so I'm just gonna move on. So, but yeah, you can do basic videos like that. Pull this back up in the world. You know what? I gotta get that link again.
All right, let's while you're doing that, let's take some questions. Can you do both?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. All right. Questions. Open up your microphone and ask questions. Who has a question? I saw some people type questions. Now's your chance.
I do.
Go for it, Cindy.
So are those live when you do them, or do they just she record those and then put them on there?
Yeah, no, those are I record them first and then I upload them.
Okay.
Levi, you want to
You-
get your question before she moves on?
Yes. Do you use YouTube's library of music, or how did we had a conversation about that rights, and all that.
Right. So YouTube, along with the other platforms, they have their own like rights within like how that's basically how they're able to get all these songs on their platforms. So you have access to all these songs. Now, if it comes down to monetization, I don't know how that works, but they allow you to simply just, use all these songs that are on their platform, which are really like, songs from artists and everything like that. So I haven't had any problem. I get it directly from the platform. Like there's literally like a button. If you see a video on YouTube Shorts, there's a button that you can click that says, use this sound as well. And then you can just use the sound too. So it's not a big deal.
All right, let's proceed. Thanks, Lillian.
Okay, so somebody just asked about how I make my shorts. So it's really simple to make a short. Obviously, you have to have the YouTube app, and on the bottoms, there's a button on the bottom with a plus sign, and it's right in the middle of the screen on the bottom. You can just click that. You can upload an already pre-recorded video, or you could create one at that moment. Typically, I create a bunch in one setting, and then like I'll upload as the week goes on. And then you just make sure that it's in the vertical format. Like you don't want to turn it horizontal. Make sure your phone is vertical when you're recording, and make sure it's 5 to 59 seconds long. And then you simply post it. And then I just want to talk about some best practices. So one of the things that's really important to do is to simply add the hashtag shorts to your title. So if you guys go on my YouTube channel, which I'll give you the link for, but if you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see that all my shorts have the hashtag shorts in them, because that makes YouTube identify your video as shorts in the algorithm. Now you don't have to add it in order for it to be considered a short, but it usually pushes your video more if you do have the hashtag shorts directly in the title. I know that's really weird because when you're posting a regular YouTube video, you don't usually do that. But for shorts, you absolutely want to put that in there. And then you want to make sure that all your videos are really pertaining to your niche, because like I was saying before, shorts are like really viral. Short form video content is really, really viral. So if you put out a video, you may or may not know if it goes viral or when it will go viral. But if it does, you want to make sure that it's pertaining to your niche. So the people who you bring in from that one video will actually subscribe and continue to stay subscribed, because you don't want to put out a random video and then you get all this viewership and all these people subscribe to your channel. And they're not actually interested in what you have to say, as a real estate agent. So you definitely want to make sure it's pertaining to real estate. And then there's this hack to basically to put on your channel to make sure that your shorts appear first. And this is probably something that you want to screenshot because I can't really show you. But basically, you want to make sure this hack right here will basically allow your shorts to show up in the top of your page, which is really, really good because once they click on one short, it'll just loop on to the next short and the next short. So that's a hack that you might want to just screenshot. And then if possible, you definitely want to, well, not that you definitely, but if you want to, you can include a thumbnail. I personally don't include a thumbnail because, you know, we're real estate agents. So, you know, YouTube is not necessarily, you know, our money maker. It helps us it helps you make money. But, you know, if you don't have the time to do that, I wouldn't worry too much about a thumbnail. Like I said, I don't put any thumbnails up and I've been doing pretty good. Maybe when I, you know, possibly hire somebody to make thumbnails, maybe. But it's more for the aesthetic. And that's only because it appears in the same feed as your other videos. And, you know, people are used to like nice, neat thumbnails. And then if a shorts just appears with no thumbnail, it just may throw it off, but it's not the end of the world. And then of course you want to include tags in the description if you can. But again, not a huge deal.
Can I add something though?
Sure.
I only do YouTube shorts because I think they're fun and they're just so much easier than the long form video for a beginner like me. But I made a thumbnail that Jerome showed me how the right colors, a fun thumbnail in Canva. And then every time I do a short, I just change one element, which is the title. And so if you go to my YouTube channel, you see all the thumbnails are the same except for the title. And I think it takes after you create the thumbnail the first time, it takes me less than 60 seconds to change it. So I would very much suggest adding thumbnails. And then YouTube has a description, and I use that description as a blog so that the YouTube short might be, you know, 40 seconds, but then I use almost all the word space I have to describe it because I find that gets viewers too. It takes a whole lot more work, but I also write the description with lots of SEO words too. That's just my FYI, how I do it. And everybody does it different, and everybody has great, whatever works for you is what works for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. So you can do something like that where you just kind of have one template and then you just change that one thing being the title on it. For me, I put, because like I have a main YouTube channel where I do a lot of like long form videos, so I already put a lot of time into that. So I personally just don't want to put any extra time into making a thumbnail for my shorts because I do them like really quick, like on the fly type of thing. And then sometimes I do sit and batch a lot of content. So it really just depends on, you know, what you're able to put out there, your schedule and everything like that. So yeah, but that's a really good tip. But like I was saying, on my channel, I don't put any up. But a common misconception that a lot of people believe is that for all the platforms, for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, they think that you have to just dance around and that's the only way that you're going to really get a lot of attention. And I was also telling Jerome that you don't have to be just dancing around in these videos, that you can do a lot of different things. Like there's people out there that just, you know, educate on these platforms. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I did want to show you guys just maybe if I could just show you like 2 examples. Let me see if I can just throw this. Yeah. But it might work. Actually, you know what? Not a good one because this is pretty long. I just want to show you guys 2 examples of like some really basic talks that you guys can do or informational.
Here's how to own a bunch of real estate with none of your own money. Step 1, you don't want to buy the nice house. Instead, you want to buy one that's a little rundown so you can buy it at a discount. Step 2, you're going to fix it up. Step 3, you're going to rent it out. Step 4, you're going to go to the bank and do what's called cash out refi. So you're going to leverage the bank's money to put a new loan on that property.
So you can see he's just pretty much talking in his video and just, you know, giving whatever tips that he wants to give. But what I'm trying to show you is that, I mean, look how viral this is. It got 3,000 views. See that it got 63,000 views off of just talking. And this is another one. This is another good one.
How
this is a real estate agent just talking in his video, no dancing, no anything.
How can I make $100,000 selling real estate?
All right, here's what you want to do.
Somebody else is clicking. But you guys get the point. Like, you can literally just talk on your videos, give some information, and attract clients that way. So it's the same way that Jerome talks about, you know, video marketing and just putting out information out there. It's literally the same way, but you're doing it in a short video of, you know, less than 1 minute. So it's really, really helpful to, you know, real estate agents, because we're able to put out all this information into the world and, you know, talk to our ideal clients in such a short frame of time. These are a bunch of other examples. And if you guys want the slides, you know, you'll be able to kind of click through them to see your own. But I just wanted to give you guys enough examples so you understand. So there's, you know, you can do informational videos where you don't even put your voice on it. I actually think that'll be one really good example to show you guys. That wasn't the right one. But anyway, let me get back. It is so hard to present like this.
See, you should listen to me yesterday.
Look, I did my check-in.
Look,
and
no, next time we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yes.
But you can also do virtual tours. You can do reaction videos. So there's this girl that basically just puts up all these pictures of crazy beat up houses or crazy houses that failed inspection, and she just talks about that, and her videos go viral. And you can just do like there's so many different options, guys. So I just wanted to put that out there so you guys can check these out on your own time, you know, when you do get the slides. And this is probably what people really want to know about, which is, you know, what to put out there, how to find like these trendy videos and just kind of, you know, get your videos out there. So for YouTube Shorts in particular, there's a search bar on your phone. This is mobile instructions. On your phone in the top right hand corner, you just type in the search bar, you type in hashtag shorts, and then real estate, and you'll see all the different videos that have to do with real estate that are actually shorts. And you could click through those, see which ones kind of, you know, pique your attention, and then just, you know, remake those types of videos with your own little flavor. That's literally what I do for all my videos. Similar to Instagram, you just go in the search bar, you hashtag real estate, and you'll see different videos that way. And for TikTok, I honestly recommend, this is where you get all of your ideas from. Like, TikTok is the trendiest, and you know, they're literally just the trendiest app out there, because I don't know, everybody's on it from young to old, and it's just like the first platform that everybody goes to, you know, to put out these funny things and all this other stuff. So I would recommend going to TikTok, and simply how you find videos like that is to simply hashtag funny real estate or vlog real estate or educational TikTok real estate, and like you'll start to see different videos that might resonate with you. Like for me, I look at like funny real estate videos because I like to laugh, and I kind of make my content around that. But if more of the educational videos, you know, suit you better, then check out those videos, see what types of advice people are giving on those videos, and kind of make your own. And that's pretty much how it goes. And then from there, you'll start to see other hashtags that are relevant to what you want to talk about and get more ideas like that. So it's kind of just like you know, as you do it more, you'll start to get more ideas, and you'll start to learn the platforms more, and be able to create your own content. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have for today. I included some resources for you guys so you can see. I included my social media channels so you guys can see what exactly I'm doing, and hopefully that'll spark some ideas with you. And then I also included a webinar that I did for another real estate group about, you know, using social media. So that's all I have for right now. Questions?
Yeah, let me ask. So, you know, everybody want your slides. What's the deal with that? How are we handling that?
Okay, so in order to get my slides, guys, I would love, well, I guess you kind of need to. I would love for you to go to my YouTube channel and comment on the last video, like and comment on the last video, and subscribe. And tell me what you learned from this presentation, or tell me if I was good, tell me if I was bad. Just give me some sort of feedback on my last video on YouTube. I'm not sure if it was a shorts or a long form video. Either way, I would just love some type of feedback. Say you are from the EXP webinar or EXP, so you can also show that EXP is taken over. So if you mention that in the comments, there will be other agents who are like, oh, look at all these EXP agents. And yeah, so I would love that. So please just go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and drop a comment on my latest video. And if you're able to send me an email, I will get those slides over to you as soon as possible.
All right, perfect.
And you got, if you can, I don't know if this might be extra, but if you can screenshot, comment, so I know who it is, I will definitely make sure you get those slides.
Very generous. Thank you, Lillian. So we have a few questions. I can't scroll up and take all of those questions. If anybody has any questions, if you have a question, open up your microphone and ask Lillian, or me, or Bethel, anybody here, ask your question directly, and we'll take care of your question. So who has a question?
I do.
Go for it. All yours,
I
Sierra.
just wanted to see, you showed those videos, the YouTube shorts, and they had the TikTok watermark on them. Can we make a TikTok and just upload it?
That's a really, really good question. So I do create all my videos on TikTok because I start so this is my process. I create my video on TikTok, and then what I do is, since my plan is to repost them on Instagram Reels, I repost them on Facebook, and I repost them on YouTube Shorts. What I do is, once I make my video on TikTok, I will then screen record the preview of it. If you're on TikTok, then you understand what I'm saying. I will screen record the preview of my video before I post it, because that'll make sure that I have the original version of the video without the TikTok watermark, because they're not pushing videos on all these platforms. They're not going to push it as much if you have the TikTok watermark on it. And some platforms, I know Instagram in particular, is looking to remove any videos on Instagram that have the TikTok watermark. So if you
so you make your whole video on TikTok and then do the screen recording, and that's the one that you upload to everything.
Yes. So you want to make sure you screen record in the preview, because they allow you to preview the video before you post it.
I would like to caution, though, that if YouTube, Google doesn't have the copyright to the song that you used on TikTok, they will not allow it because you violated their copyright law. So TikTok I love because it has the most copywritten playlist on the planet. There isn't a song that I've ever wanted that I couldn't find on TikTok. That is not true in YouTube. The YouTube music library has music too. So you really need to check, because if you accidentally use one that is not in their library, they will take down your video because you violated the copyright laws. Each platform has paid music people to use their songs as a copyright, and so that's why you can't use music from one platform to another.
And Lillian, what you're doing is you're just recording the video and you're adding the sound once you upload that video, right? You're not pulling everything from TikTok or Instagram or anything like that.
So I am pulling everything from TikTok. So the caution there is, because YouTube is kind of newer to the short form game, they are still including different music that is not in there yet. But for the most part, they have most of the same, because a lot of the users are doing the same thing, where they're putting their videos from TikTok onto YouTube, and we know that TikTok is basically the foundation. So YouTube is making an effort to basically include all these same songs. So I haven't run into an issue on YouTube yet to where they've taken my videos down because of copyright purposes. But I don't know if it happens.
Yeah, so I'm with Bethelin on the very safe side, right? I want to be very safe and without taking music from here and doing this, because it's so much that can happen, so much can get shut down. So my question for you, and I want you to address the audience, what is the best way to do this without pulling the music? Like because you have like, remember I was telling you, like you have certain skills. So sometimes we like overlook our skills. What can we do to make this very easy and do the same thing that you're doing, like minus like the skills that you have?
So
Does that make sense?
The question is, can you record your TikTok and save it and then add the music in TikTok later so you can add music in each of the platforms individually? Is that possible? And
Yeah.
how?
Yeah, that's possible.
so-
What's the easy way to do it is the question.
The easiest way to do it is still through TikTok. So you can actually take out the audio on TikTok, so you can just set it to 0 and you can record the video, or you can you can screen record it once it's set to 0, and then you can just post it on YouTube, and then like you said, add the audio from there. So that would probably be the safest. I don't do that. Maybe I will start to implement that if I do run into those problems, but yeah, you can screen record the video after you record it with the audio on 0. So yeah.
All right. Next question. Who else has a question? Manuel, what's that sad face about?
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you guys. And my question is regarding the music using Instagram Business. So somebody answered in the chat and they told me you have to use that music, but the music is terrible. I struggle a lot and I try to find a good piece of music for that platform in particular. Some other people I know, they just don't use the business, the Instagram business account. They prefer to use their personal because they have access to all type of music. But at the same time, you lose the statistics, so you don't know how much or how successful are the posts you are posting.
Last fall, Facebook must have had some lawsuit or something because they became the copyright music police. During the pandemic, I took Zumba hip hop classes because I decided I wanted to learn how to twerk since I was home alone and not showing houses because we had the lockdown in March and April, and the teachers had to stop using the classes because of the copyright rules. Facebook would play their class but stripped the music out. So Facebook and Instagram are really serious about their copyright music issues for whatever reason. So you're just stuck with their own stuff until they get better music. But they're really being pressured by TikTok, so I think it's going to happen.
I'm just going to, like, my input is, and this is why I always, like, when I'm teaching or I'm saying something, I say stick to one. So if you're going to do YouTube, my input to make it easy, yes, you can get very technical. I'm a very technical person. I can do all this flipping and flopping and changing stuff and editing, but I don't. Keep it simple. If you're going to do YouTube, just use their library. Then once you understand how YouTube works and YouTube Shorts works, then you can deviate and you can start to do more stuff. So try to keep it simple. If you're going to do Instagram Reels, try to stick to only what's in Reels and what's in Instagram. Facebook, same idea. So try to keep it very simple and start with one. Once you master that one thing, then you can deviate and do other stuff. Does that make sense? Yes, Tatiana, keep it super simple. Keep it simple. Don't be too complicated in the beginning. The important thing here, like I always teach in this class, is like you got to get out there and actually do it. So short form video content is one of the ways that you get out there, you get comfortable with doing video. Our last presentation was like how to do video. Like you just got to do it. And this is one of the ways you do it. It's keep it very short. So Lillian showed you 2 of her most successful videos. She had one for 7 seconds and 8 seconds. You can make a video for less than 10 seconds. And it's not important that that video gets a lot of traction or a lot of traffic. It's important that you get in the habit of creating those videos. And this is how you do that. So keep it super simple.
I just scrolled up to see some questions. Patrick asks, what tech system do you use for your thumbnails? Canva, really quick and simple.
And Sheila,
Well,
okay,
Jerome, you want to tell them about the colors in the thumbnails because you're an expert on that in YouTube?
No, but I will. So
it's important.
It is. So when you're making thumbnails on YouTube in general, you have to think about the platform, right? So YouTube is like a highly competitive platform. And when you start, and this is why a lot of times I steer people and I gear them towards Facebook, because it's not as competitive as on YouTube. When people go to YouTube, they're searching and they have an intent. And guess what? When they search, your results come up and they have to pick one of those results. So how do you stand out in those results? Well, one of the ways that you stand out is your thumbnail. And YouTube, they have a logo, they have a platform, they have colors, right? You got red, you got white, and you got black. Well, typically when we're searching on YouTube, the background is either white or black. And then you add in the red with the YouTube logo. So generally in YouTube, you want to keep, you don't want your thumbnails to be black, or you don't want your thumbnails to be white, because they will blend in to YouTube's theme and YouTube colors. So for the most part, in general, you want to stay away from red, white, and black when you're creating thumbnails on YouTube, because then you're adding YouTube into your competition in addition to all of the other people. So we were talking to a student before, and she was talking about YouTube and how she's using YouTube and posting these videos. And I was like, wait a minute, let's slow down a little bit, because it's a lot of competition over there. Let's get some success on the easier platforms. In this case, we were talking about Facebook. Let's get some success there. And then when it's time to compete and we're comfortable and with doing this video content, then we can move over to YouTube and start to deviate and learn some more skills and implement some more processes. So that's my input on YouTube thumbnails. Other questions? We have about 15 minutes left. We are here to take any questions around anything social media. Ask away.
Thank you, Lillian, for this presentation. I
You're
want
welcome.
to know, yeah, you used your phone mostly, and this slide deck was mostly geared towards phone users. How about desktop? Is that similar, or is
Desktop to create videos? Or to like upload?
create the shorts on YouTube?
Oh, you want to do those from your, you want to definitely do those from your phone. I'm not even sure you can create them on your desktop, but you wouldn't want to do that anyway.
Okay, but
Yeah, you
I'm a
can, but you
senior
wouldn't want to.
citizen, And I create all my YouTube from my desktop. I have a camera and a whole setting here, and I edit them on my desktop and I upload them on my desktop. So the answer is whatever is comfortable for you. But I've built my whole YouTube channel right from sitting at my chair or being out in the public. That's when I use my phone. Lilith, I'm 71. She's probably a lot younger than me, so I just need a bigger screen. It's possible. I make all my videos outside on my phone, but other than that, I like the control of my studio.
I guess I'm old too, because I do most of my stuff on desktop. And something that we didn't share, I don't think we touched on the ratios of YouTube Shorts. Lillian, do you want to go over that really quickly? Like the aspect ratio, the format.
So
Did
I
we talk
believe-
about that?
Yeah, I mentioned to keep it in vertical. I think the aspect ratio is 9:16. 9:16, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
it
the
is.
aspect ratio is 9:16, right? With Shorts and YouTube on just about all of these platforms. However, there is, so you got, typically when you're doing like this video content, you got horizontal, you got vertical, and you got square. And the aspect ratio doesn't matter too much, but those are the three general, those are the most common. So I like to do desktop stuff, and there is you can use square videos in these shorts and this short form video content a lot of times. So that's an alternative. I am a desktop person too. I like to use desktop stuff. It's just way more productive. So that's an option for you, Levi. You can make it into a square. So, and the way I do that is I take that horizontal video that you do on typical formats, and I'll just add padding around it and turn it into a square. Another reason why I like to share with people about the aspect ratios is because horizontal ratio, those people pay more. They're more serious than the people that are vertical. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm not saying that something is better than the other, but for my content, what I do and the people that I like to go after, I like to go after people that pay. That's going to pay me, and typically it's the horizontal stuff. You can look in your analytics and you can see, and also you could do some research. Just people on desktops and that watch the horizontal formats, they pay more. So just a fun stat to share.
But the point is, do what works for you. What works for Jerome, me, and Lillian are all different. So find a way that it works for you and make it, and then do it because you're going to do it. So you don't have to do what we do. Do what's best and easiest for you.
Yeah, and
So
don't
if you're
do
comfortable
nothing.
with your phone, use it.
Do something. Do something, please. Like, we got to start implementing these video. We shared the stats last week. Less than 20% of agents are doing video content, and the ones that are doing video content, they're producing way more. They're closing more deals. So become part of that 20%. And one of the ways you do that is you implement video into your strategy. And short form videos is a great way to start.
Yeah, I totally agree. I do still stand by, if you can, to do it in vertical, just because, you know, the more digital real estate you take up, the more eyeballs you have on you. I do agree, at the end of the day, you still have to do what works for you. So
let me say this. What about when it's vertical and you're on the desktop? You're not taking up as much real estate.
yeah, see, I don't record any videos on the desktop. I don't think I've seen any videos recorded on a desktop on these platforms. So I'm seeing what all these trendy videos and everything.
Right. So what I'm saying is, when you pull up a short or vertical video on a desktop, it's not taking up that real estate that you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So just have to be mindful. Look, the bottom line is something is better than nothing. Get out there and produce, and figure out what works for you. You might like to do vertical on your phone. Just like Linnea, that's her strategy. But Felon likes horizontal. I like horizontal. You got some people that like square. But again, like I said, the most important thing is to do something. Don't be stuck. Don't be paralyzed. Implement this into your business. We always talk about, how can I stand out? One of the ways you stand out, become part of the 20%. And a really easy way, again, I reiterate, is to implement video into your marketing strategy.
How often would you recommend posting, Jared? I post every day, but I would recommend posting what you can stick to consistently. So if it's 1 time a week, do that. If it's 3 times a week, do that. But, shorts and just short form video content in general, it moves so quickly. They're so trendy that it'll be in your best interest to post as much as you can throughout each week. So that's why I kind of stick to at least 1 video per day.
What's your favorite platform?
My favorite platform, just in general?
Yes, for the short form video content.
I would say, what's up between Instagram and YouTube? I would say YouTube, probably, just because it's easier for me to track, I guess. TikTok is easy for me to create the videos to then repost on the other platforms. Instagram kind of gets on my nerves because it still doesn't have the same aspect ratio. It still has that square aspect ratio. YouTube is just YouTube has gotten better. Is pretty good just for my repost. So I don't know. I guess YouTube would be my favorite.
YouTube is your favorite. Would you recommend people start with YouTube, or what should I start with? I'm brand new. I'm trying to figure out which one should I start with. Which one is it?
I believe, honestly, I think you should start with TikTok, because you're gonna get all the ideas on there. You're not gonna worry about copyright. You're gonna see hundreds, so many people doing it already, and I think TikTok is the best. Start posting content, and then, like I said, I personally just use it to post on the others. But to start, TikTok.
I agree, because TikTok has all the editing tools right there. You've got music, you've got effects, you can trim it forward and backward, you can jump cut by just starting and stopping your camera. All you need is your phone. I think once you can master TikTok, you can do any editing platform, and you can do anything else. It's a lot to learn in the beginning, but it's everything you need in one place. So I agree with her.
Thank you both, ladies. We have about 6 minutes left. Anybody have any other specific question?
Can you drop your YouTube channel? I would love to see these desktop shorts that you record and get some of your ideas.
It's just my name. I usually post every Saturday, but now that the eviction moratorium is over, I've been busy evicting all the people who haven't paid me for the last 18 months. So I'm going to drop another one today, but I've made all of those videos on my desktop. I made the thumbnail in Canva sitting right here, and it's called Did You Know? It's weird facts about things in Las Vegas that only locals would know. And I think I do it because I think it's fun, and I work for Google. Google is my #1 search engine, social medium. So that's just a Google thing. Sometimes I get 5 views, and sometimes I get 300 to 500. You just never know. I did one about bathrooms in the airport, and it got lots of views. Who knew?
Lillian, can you tell us again how we can get access to the slides, please, before we end?
Yes,
We got 5 minutes.
Please,
Can you drop a link too?
Yeah, let me try to. I dropped it earlier. So if you like, I would love for you to subscribe, like and comment on my last video talking about what you learned from the EXP presentation, and then send me an email and I'll go ahead and send you the slides over. And I'm dropping my email again right now.
Thank you, Lillian. We appreciate you. I don't see any more questions. If anybody has any questions, now is the final. We're 4 minutes. You can ask your question. If not, we can end early. So, anybody have any questions?
I have a
Great
question.
job.
Yes.
Thank you.
Question, drop
I was
it.
gonna say I have a question for the everybody in the crowd who's left. What platform are you guys gonna start posting short form videos on? You're welcome. Drop the platform that you're gonna start posting videos
We
on.
got some typers in there. I thought they was all scared, but we got some soldiers in here.
YouTube, TikTok. Okay, we got a lot of TikTok.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, not TikTok. No, I'm just playing.
Jerome, the 5th, next time we have a 5th Thursday, we should invite a TikToker.
Yeah, I was talking with Sean Cochran. I think I'm gonna get him in here to do TikTok or Facebook. We'll see. So, or maybe one of my speakers will flake and we'll get somebody on one of those. Cindy, what's your question? How can I help you? Cindy, open up your microphone. Don't be shy. You've been here long enough. What's your question? Or is that Tony?
Tony.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, Cindy.
Hey. So what did you say about the colors again?
So the colors, and to keep it really simple, don't use red, white, and black because those are YouTube colors. And you're competing with YouTube in addition to all of the other people that are creating videos. Using red, white, and black they give you the least probability for your videos to stand out.
You're talking about the thumbnail, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And everybody knows that each YouTube playlist, you can create playlists and channels, and you can make an introductory video describing the channel first. So be sure when you finally set these up that you add the introduction to what the channel's about. They're short and sweet too.
All right. I don't see any more questions. It's 2:58. We have 2 minutes left. Nobody has any questions. We can officially end. I appreciate everybody for being here. I will see you next week, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, same place. We don't miss a Thursday. Other than that, I post the Facebook group. If you want to rewatch this, you can go pop in that group and check it out. And if you want the slides from Lillian, she gave you instructions on how you can get those slides. Lillian, you want to repeat one more time?
Yep.
One more time.
I dropped my YouTube channel link in the chat. If you guys go over there, comment on my last video, anything you learned from the webinar, and then send me an email, and also subscribe, of course, and send me an email, and I will send the slides right over to you. And I also drop my email up there. I'll drop it one last time. You guys don't know it yet. And yeah, that is all you have to do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Lillian. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next Thursday, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Lillian?
Yes.
Are you still there? Yes. What is your email address? Because I can't see the screen. I'm on the phone.
Come on, Soledad. Come on.
I can always reach you on Workplace.
Come on.
You can reach me.
What do
on
you mean?
Workplace.
Come on.
I'm just messing with you.
I know.
Do you have something to write down or?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay, it's Lillian, Lillian.
Soledad, just message me. I'll send it to you. Her email address. It'll be easier that
Okay.
way.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jerome.
You're
My
welcome.
last name is long.
All right.